Etapu, Karunefer. Trust that you all are well, that you're finding some semblance of peace in these times. And we'll begin letting folks into the room. All right. So we can begin. Peace and greetings. Trust that you are well into your practice. All right.
Grand rising.
Grand rising indeed. Peace, peace, peace. Etapu. We will get started. Now, got folks in the room. We are live. So, it's a pleasure. Appreciate the timeliness. All right, so wherever you are, let's get to a place where we can see clearly, where we have an opportunity to stand while watching. So we'll get together in a slightly different orientation. I'm in the process of rearranging our studio space. So I've got I'm like halfway through the through the transition. We'll be in a nice, beautiful, more spacious area for our Saturday and ongoing sessions. So today, being again, hopefully everyone had an opportunity to get out underneath the full moon and practice at least what we've been going through here. So if you have, that's wonderful. You want to be in Wu Chi position at the start right now. That's standing tall, heels together, making a 90-degree angle or a capital L. Knees are unlocked. Body is straight. Let's get it going. Slightly bent. All right. So while we're here, want to make sure that the arms and shoulders are relaxed, butt is tucked. And while we're doing that, make sure the head is level, jaws lightly clenched, tongue at the roof of the mouth. All right. And now, what we want to do is bring the hands into pyramid hands, tongue at the roof of the mouth. And what we say is, to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student, to teacher. All right, we come back into pyramid hands. We shift all the weight to the right leg. We're gonna pick up the left toes, step to your left, a little wider than shoulders width. And you're gonna sit down on those legs, tuck your bottom as your weight is balanced 50-50, bend the knees, get a little wider, Lanier. All right, now sit down on your knees, sit down on them, sit down on them. There you go, see? That's why I gotta get to you. Yes, and then you tuck your bottom, sit down on those legs. See the difference here in height? Sit down and then tuck that bottom. Hands are still here, 2 breaths. Doing the bellows breathing, so you wanna see the breath go down into the abdomen, down here, past the lungs, filling the belly. Pushing the stomach out as you breathe in, pulling the stomach in as you breathe out. All right. Now that we are here, I'm going to extend the hands forward into Asar Stance position so that the hands are here. And you want to close your eyes for the visualization, the meditation. You want to see your legs as the roots of a tree extending down into the earth. You want to see your torso as a tree trunk. You want to see your arms as the branches, which means the shoulders have to be relaxed. And you want to see your hands as the leaves, light and free. And your head is placed gently on top of the spinal column, balanced so that it's level. The golden thread extended all the way up into the heavens, keeping the head level and connecting you to the cosmos. So now we breathe 12 breaths. Nice full breaths. Make sure you're sitting down on those legs. Remember, we're working the thighs, developing the foundation. You should feel the body. The feet should be relaxed. The entire sole of the foot should be experiencing the weight of the body. So the foot needs to be relaxed. Into pyramid hands. Shift the weight to the right. Slide the left foot in. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Again, hopefully everyone's been able to get out under the moon last night. Practice. Tonight will be another night, and then the full moon is at noon-ish on Friday in the United States and the Pacific coast. Going to be a little different wherever you are in the world. In the pyramid hands, Wu Chi, shift the weight to the left, the right leg, up on the left toes, stepping left. Again, a little wider than shoulders width, a little wider than shoulders width. Sit down on those legs, balance the weight 50-50, tuck the butt. Now we begin our Qigong, palms up, knees, toes, and hands are all pointing in the same direction. Bottom is tucked. We're going to hold the golden ball, see a ball of golden white light like the sun in the palms of the hands. For 2 breaths. Rotate the palms so they're parallel to the ground, palms facing the ground into what we call oneness. Breathing in to the turtle, chin down, and out to the drawbridge, bending from the waist. 2 breaths.
Are knees still bent here?
Yes, your knees are still bent.
Thank you.
Yes, you want to bend from the waist. You want to keep the knees bent because that's going to allow the stretch along the spine and keeping the back flat. Point the hands between the legs. Again, shoulders relaxed. We're not rounding the shoulders, keeping the full shoulder length and width. Point the hands between the legs. Relax the hands, relax the arms and shoulders. Back is still flat, chin is still tucked. You're going to breathe into oneness, coming up. Two breaths. And now we're going to go into rabbit through the chutes, just like swimming. Take the hands behind the kidneys. Bring them up as the legs straighten. Do not lock the knees to the center of the forehead. And you press down as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, you're going to pick the pace up a little bit. Remember to keep the structure. Make sure your butt is tucked. Slow it down. Into oneness. Two breaths. All right, we're going to go into elbows. Breathing in, out, in, out. Oneness. Right hand on top of left hand, palms up, thumbs touching, the entire thumb tip are touching. Hands are not touching the body, arms not touching the body. 4 breaths. Careful, somebody's not muted. You're going to rotate the left hand on top so the palms are facing each other. Remember to keep those knees bent and that butt tucked. You're going to see a ball of yellow white light, golden white light like the sun in the palm of the hands. 4 breaths. Next in breath, we're going to breathe into oneness. 2 breaths. Remember to keep the bottom tucked, knees bent, toes, knees, and hands are all pointing the same direction. Breathe into the turtle, chin down. Exhale to the drawbridge. 2 breaths. Point the hands between the legs for 2 breaths. Enter oneness. 2 breaths. Into pyramid hands. 2 breaths. Shift the weight to your right leg, slide the left foot in. Bring the hands down. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Good, good, good. Feet parallel, shoulders width. All right. Now, get into the KhASA position. Two breaths. Remember the elbows, if you can, they're parallel to the shoulder. We're forming perpendicular lines, 90-degree angles. 2 breaths. Palms forward. Shift all the weight to the left leg. You're going to pick up your right toes. You're going to pivot 45 degrees on the right toe. You're going to shift the weight to the right leg, stepping down on the right foot. Picking up the left foot, stepping forward 1 step. You're now going to shift the weight back to your right leg, square the hips. Bring your right hand, place it in front of your heart. Your left hand is out in front of the forehead, so the hands are like so. All the weight is on the right leg, bottom tucked, 4 breaths. Stepping back with the left, shift the weight to the left, pivot on the right heel. The feet should now be straight and parallel as the arms come down. We go right into swinging arms, up and back. Hands come up on the ball of the feet, back on the heel. Here, you're rotating on the whole foot. Want full range of motion on the shoulders. All right, just gonna let them swing. Let them stop naturally. Remember, the goal is to build up to 90 seconds at a time. With this movement, feel the muscles, feel the tendons, feel as they contract and relax. Feel them working in opposition and harmony. Feel the breath. And now we go right into opening the chest, sinking down. Don't take the knees past the toes. You breathe in, the legs rise and straighten, the knees do not lock. Bring the hands to the height of the shoulders. Turn the palms so they face, separate the palms so the shoulder blades touch. This is the in breath. Take the head back and arch back if you can. Then you come forward. As you exhale, turn the hands down, whole body sinks. And we do that 5 times. Here we go, number 1. And out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. And one more, because I think this might be 6. It was feeling so good, I lost count this time. All right, shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. All right. Let's get a good look at how we're doing here. Excellent. All right. So now, let me have your feet parallel, shoulders width. Check them out, check them out. All right. Bring your right hand up here like so, left hand here. All right, so here we go. Breathing in, switching hands. Butt is tucked and out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In, bring both hands up. And then out, both hands down. Take your right hand, place it on top here, left hand underneath. You're gonna breathe in, shifting your weight to the right, turn the waist, exchange hands. You're gonna exhale, come to the left, turn the waist, exchange hands, shift the weight to the right, turn the waist, exchange hands, shift the weight, keeping the butt tucked.
Are feet parallel here?
Yes, the feet are parallel for this part.
Thank you.
That way you can actually, when you get to the extent and you turn, you should feel the pull across the exterior of the thigh muscle in the leg as you're, right as you're exchanging hands and about to come back the same direction. So you have to listen to your body so you don't overturn. Got it? Take your silence as a yes. Good question. So keep going. And then when you come back to your left-hand side, what we're gonna do is just bring the hands together here and down and go right into sunrises over the mountain and sunsets. Bring the hands up. When the hands are the height of shoulders, use the bicep to pull the wrist slowly towards the body, and you press down with the hands as you exhale. In. Out. In. Out. Remember to use your bellows breathing, jaws lightly clenched, tongue in the soft palate of the roof of the mouth. Good. Two more. And last one. Right, shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Good, good, good. Keep the feet parallel, shoulders width, tuck the bottom. I'm gonna try this exercise again because I know folks should be feeling it. Gonna place your right hand underneath the navel. I want you to take your left hand straight out, bend the elbow. I'm gonna do it, turn to the side here so you can see. Elbow bent, tucked into the body. Left hand is here. You're gonna rotate the wrist in a circle. The goal is to get full range of motion. And then change direction. Wiggle the fingers. And then one finger at a time, including the thumb. All right, now we're gonna switch hands. Keep the elbow tucked in. Rotate the wrist. You wanna bring it all the way up here, as you can see, and down and around. The goal is to get maximal flexibility, and you want as much as you can in terms of range of motion. And change direction. Make sure that the left hand underneath the navel is relaxed. And wiggle the fingers. And then one finger at a time. All right, excellent. So now what we're gonna do is get into Wu Chi position. Into pyramid hands. You're gonna shift the weight to the right leg. You're gonna come up on your left toes. You're gonna step to your left, a little wider than shoulders width, making sure your heels are on the same line. Sit down on those legs. You're gonna take your left hand and put it out here like so. Your right hand, you're gonna put beneath the navel. Tuck your butt, sit down on these legs. We call this tracing the Tai Chi diagram. All right, so here we go. You're gonna shift the weight, come across. Bring the hand down to heart level. Shift the weight and come back, keeping the butt tucked. Palm up, and you're gonna take it lower so that the hands are now going to exchange as you shift the weight. This hand comes up to eye level. You're gonna shift the weight and come across the body. Rotate the hands now facing the ground, come across at heart level. Palm up, come back as we exchange hands. And stop. Come back to the center. Pyramid hands. Shift the weight to the right as we slide in the left. Bring the hands down. Shake it out. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Okay. So now, we'll just turn the body and we call, you want to tap behind the kidneys and work your way down the front of the body, starting from the shoulders and the clavicle area, and then working your way down. To the abdomen, and then back up. All right. And then back to feet parallel, shoulders width. Sinking down. Gonna breathe in. Sun rises over the mountain and sun sets. We're gonna do 5 of these. Make sure the tongue is in the right place and we breathe in nostrils only. In and out. All right, shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg, and then grab a seat. Copper squat. Simple lotus. Simple lotus, not easy, simple. All right. And if you can't do that, you can just sit on your bottom, one leg out, however is most comfortable for you right now. Yes. Okay, someone had a question and then it went away. That's weird, okay. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna sit tall. You're going to take your left hand, placing the first mudra, thumb and index finger touching, palm up, on top of the knee, top of the left knee. Place it palm up on top of your left knee. You're gonna take your right hand. You're gonna use the right thumb to block off the right nostril, middle and index finger to the center of the forehead, like so. All right, here we go. This is our first alternate nostril exercise. Breathing in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Breathing in and out 10 times fast fire breath. Deep breath in and release. Changing hands, no breath. Left thumb left middle and index finger. Breathing in, out, in, out, in, out. Breathing in, out 10 times fast, fire breath. Deep breath in. And release. Both hands on top of the lap, thumb and index finger touching. Breathing in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Fire breath. Deep breath in, tuck the chin, and release. Breathing in. You should notice both nostrils pull the air in as you exhale. Both nostrils blowing the air out. In and out. In and out. All right. So that brings us to our next portion. Hopefully everyone is doing well. As I shared with you, this is our second session of our Zoom classes. That being said, we pick up the intensity with each session. The goal is that if this is a little intense, check some dates from April on our YouTube channel, and you can ease into it with us and catch up with us. The goal is that you practice this at least once a day, every day, and you have the video to go along with, all right, to practice with. The goal is to build up that Asar stance that we do at the very beginning. If it's your first day, your first time, you want to build up that Asar stance to roughly 5 to 10 minutes, at least 5 minutes holding the meditation, seeing the tree, 5 minutes at least. And because what happens is as we pick up the intensity, your body's going to feel energized. It's going to feel relaxed and energized, and you'll feel like you could take on the world from doing this. And I know that's how it feels because I'm in the middle of a fast, haven't eaten yet today, and this is my meal. Just breathing in fully, getting full oxygen, and being the kind of fast that we're on, I wake up early. Even if I go to bed late, I'm up before the sun, even if I'm in bed way after the sun goes down. I don't need sleep, and I'm up later because the energy is just coursing through my veins. So if any of you get an opportunity at the next time to join us in our fast, one of our seasonal fasts, please check it out. It will change your life. That being said, I'm going to talk today from our wisdom, time for our wisdom from the sages of the ages. Tapu. So we get to it, and today we're going to pull from the guiding light of Lao Tzu, or Lao Tzu, as most people may know. And the one that we use, well, it doesn't matter. If you get a good translation, that's what's most important. We use one translated by Henry Way. So let me get this in there we go. So that's the one that we got. And so if you have concerns about other sessions, what you can do is hit me up on one of the social media, and I'll be able to connect you for those so you can get it in. All right, so with that, here we go. And again, for those of you, maybe your first time, the wisdom from the sages of the ages, wonderful technique we use. You grab a book of wisdom, and with your book of wisdom, what you do is you just empty your mind, you clear it, and if you have a question, you just put the question in your mind after you clear your mind, and you let your fingers move through the book, and then you open the book. and you read what's on either the left or the right-hand page, whichever one draws your interest. I usually start to the left. And the main reason I usually start to the left is that if I'm facing south, in other words, if I'm facing home, looking home to the south, I look, and on the left-hand side is where I begin, because that's where the sun rises. Looking south is looking home. All right, so we do that, and so this one is translated, and so it goes, the atmosphere of simplicity is what this one is called. All right. The best rulers are not known to the people. Then come those who are loved and praised. Then those who are held in awe. And lastly, those who are despised. When one's faith is inadequate, it will not evoke faith from other people. Wise rulers are wary and treasure their words. When their task is accomplished and their work done, all the people would say, "We did it of our own free will." All right. So that concludes our session for today. Hold on, everyone. So what we're going to do is we're going to say to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher.